Hello everyone and welcome back to another videos. So we have a bunch of birthdays coming up. For some reason, so many winter babies, and we want to do like a taste test cake video. Usually every year we get our cakes from Paris Baguette, which is one of our favorite. But this year we wanted to try something new and try a Tous Les Jours and 85 Degrees Bakery.
So today we will be rating the cake on a scale of 10, and we will be judging it by the following criteria. So one, it will be like the sweetness, moistness, the overall like flavor balance, will we get it again, the price, and then the overall presentation. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So we're here at Paris Baguette, and aside from the cake that we also got their ice milk coffee.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite drink from them.
Yeah, this is already like pre-made, so you cannot like customize the sugar level or the milk level, but it's super good. It does not need any customization.
No, and it's like not sweet at all for all my non-sweet lovers.
Yeah.
So good.
So now we're gonna start trying the cake. First up would be the tiramisu. Can already tell this is like gonna be super moist.
Yeah. Cheers. I'm not getting much from this.
I would say this is moist, but it's not giving me tiramisu at all.
No.
It just tastes like a regular cake to me with like chocolate ganache on top.
It's like a little too sweet, but yeah, it's giving me nothing, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'll give it one more taste test.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a tiramisu cake, this is not it.
Yeah, so I think from a moistness perspective, I'll give it like maybe a 5 or a 6.
I would say a 6.5 for me.
Yeah, in terms of like the flavor profile, it's a 4 for me.
It's a 3.
Aesthetically, I would say probably like a 6. I think,
Oh really? I think it's a 7 for me.
Yeah, I
really
think it's a 6. I think it's just like too much ganache, like chocolate ganache on top.
Yeah. And then sweetness level is our last scale from 1 through 10. I would say a 7.5 or 8 for sweetness.
It was pretty sweet, yeah. So overall, I don't think I would get that again.
No.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Up next, we have the strawberry and cream. I'm really excited for this one. It's like a classic Paris Baguette cake.
It's like pretty simple, just like cake, cream, and then strawberry pieces. Yeah, she got strawberry. I didn't get strawberry.
I got a little greedy.
Yeah, this one is really good. The cake is super moist. Like from a scale of 10, the moistness I'll give like 9.5.
Yeah, I agree. The strawberry is super fresh and it just balances so well with the cake. It's not sweet at all. Oh, should we go to the sweetness scale now?
Yeah.
I would say out of sweetness, maybe like a 5.5 or a 6 for me.
Yeah, I would say the same too. Like it just balanced like super well. It's creamy, not too sweet, and it has like a little bit of the tartness from the strawberry too. So overall, it just like goes well really together. Yeah. So overall, I think I'll give this maybe like a 9 out of 10.
I'll say 8.5 or a 9. Last but not least, we have the mocha cake. We actually had this a while back before, but I honestly don't remember the taste of it whatsoever. So I'm really excited to try this one again.
Yep.
This one is a little tad bit dry, not that moist.
I think in terms of moistness, I think it's actually not bad. I do get a really strong like hint of the espresso, that coffee taste, which I am liking. The caramel drizzle has that perfect balance on it, so I don't think it was too sweet.
No,
Yeah.
not that sweet whatsoever.
Probably wouldn't get the whole cake just because I feel like you can only have like a bite or two of it.
Yeah.
And then it starts getting too tiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would recommend getting the slices, but not the entire cake.
Yeah, especially if you want just to try it for the experience. But I mean, unless you really like sweet things, then go ahead, go for the whole slice. I mean, go for the whole cake. But yeah, if you just want to try some and you're not like super big on the sweetness, dessert, then just get the slice to try.
Yeah, so I think overall, I would probably give the mocha cake like 7.5 out of 10.
I would say 6.5 out of 7. It all depends on how I'm feeling on that day.
Yeah. So I think our verdict is obviously get the strawberry cream.
Yes.
And then the mocha and tiramisu. I mean, you guys can get it to try, but we would not recommend getting the tiramisu cake because there's nothing tiramisu about the cake.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course we can't just go to Paris Baguette and get the cake. We actually saw that they were bringing out the blueberry cream Danish, so we decided to get one to try. There's a little bit of the cream filling and then some blueberry jams.
This is really good. Not that sweet.
Yeah, and I love the puff pastry on the outside. Yeah, it has a good balance of like sweetness and then again a little bit of the tartness from the blueberry jam. And it's super flaky on the outside as well.
So good. I recommend trying this out if you haven't already.
Here we have a chocolate cloud. It's a light chocolate sponge cake, layered with smooth chocolate cloud cream and fresh strawberry slices, topped with chocolate ganache.
Tiramisu?
No, this is the chocolate cake.
Oh,
Chocolate cloud cake.
here.
Why is yours? I know. Why is yours so tiny?
Strawberries in there. Oh, this is really good. It's so moist, not sweet whatsoever.
I was not expecting the strawberry chunks in this. Yeah, this is really good. And the cake is super moist.
I really like it.
Yeah. Overall, I give this like a solid 8.5 maybe.
Yeah, I would say an 8 for myself.
Yeah, it's really good. And then they also have like the cacao powder on top as well. And then they also have a shaving of the chocolate ganache on top.
The presentation is pretty nice too.
Up next, we have their strawberry tiramisu with layers of mascarpone cheese mousse and strawberry puree.
Again, hers is very tiny. I have a big chunk of strawberry.
Oh, I didn't get any of the strawberry.
Get your strawberry.
Better. Cheers.
Wow, this is really good.
Super moist.
You really taste like a strong strawberry flavor. The cake, the sponge is like soaked in like some sort of like strawberry jam, it seems like.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do have to say, it does get a tiny little bit sweet, so make sure you have like tea or coffee on hand if you're eating this.
The first bite is really good, but there is a little bit of that strawberry like artificial taste in the end.
Let's rate this. Out of 10, I will give it maybe a 7.5.
I was gonna say 7 to 7.5 as well. It does get a tad bit sweet and then also just like a little bit like artificial at the end after like the first few bites. Yeah.
Oh, Tina.
Yeah.
We're matching today.
Oh yeah, we are. I didn't
The same color.
Yeah.
I just realized that I'm missing my baseball cap.
Yeah.
Finally, we have the cloud cake. It's a light vanilla sponge layer with whipped cream and fresh strawberry slices, finished with more whipped cream on top and a mix of seasonal fruits.
Is so jiggly and super soft, which is why I dropped it a few times. That's why it kind of looks like this.
Yeah,
But look at it. Jiggle test.
Oh my goodness. Cheers. Moistness level, I give this cake like a 9.5 in terms of moistness. The one at Paris Baguette has more of that like balance, right? But this, the cake is really moist, but the icing is just a little bit sweet.
Yeah. I do think that this taste compared to like the other two cakes we tried and from Paris Baguette is a little bit subtle. Like there's not too much of anything really.
Yeah, for me, I would probably give this maybe like a 7, like a 8. I would say. I think I would say 7.5, but I give it an 8 because the
so
moistness of the cake like really helped and gave me that extra point, like extra 0.5.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's so moist.
We also got their pumpkin spice cloud cream donut. It's a fluffy donut filled with pumpkin cream and is only available during the fall.
Wow.
Oh no, she doesn't have any pumpkin.
It's
See,
okay.
you want a bite of it? Here, I'll give you a bite of the some pumpkin seed.
There you go.
Oh. right, cheers.
Ooh. You could definitely taste the pumpkin flavor. And it's so strong.
It's so airy too. And yeah, this is not too sweet at all. Really love the dough on the outside with like the sugar.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, so good.
Would you get it again?
Maybe not. I'm not really a big fan of pumpkin.
I think I will get it if I'm in the mood for something pumpkin-y. Like, I mean, this is also why it's like their seasonal pastry too. So
Yeah, what would you give this?
probably be like a 7 or 7.5 because the pumpkin flavor is definitely there, and I really like the dough with the cream ratio. It's like so good. It's not that sweet, but to your point, I'm also not the biggest fan of pumpkin either. But if I'm in the mood for it, it will be something I'm down for.
It's worth trying though, but I do have to say it is really messy. Like, look at my hand; it's filled with like sugar dust.
Don't even look at the table right now.
Yeah, the table was messy. I mean, granted, this is why they put it in this like cute little bag, but we ripped it just to show you guys. But yeah, it's really messy.
We just got back from 85 Degree Bakery. They didn't have any seating, so that's why we came back home to try the cakes.
First up, we have the classic tiramisu, a traditional Italian dessert layered with mascarpone cheese and coffee-flavored ladyfingers, dusted with sweet snow sugar and cacao powder.
Ooh, I can already tell this is gonna be good. You can see how like airy this is, and it's like super jiggly too. Cheers. Wow.
I think this might be my
favorite too, out of all three places.
Yeah.
This is like not too sweet, and yeah, it's super airy. And for the price too, I think this was also the cheapest out of all the tiramisus we tried. I believe this slice costed $3.85. Did you give this one?
Was it out of 10?
Out of 10, scale of 10.
This will be a 9 or a 9.5. Really high for me.
I would give this a 9.5. Great balance between the cake and then also the cream. And then the chocolate powder on top too. Yeah. Everything just works well together.
I think I could just eat this entire slice by myself. It's also not the biggest slice of cake, which is pretty easy to just finish in one go.
Next up, we have the strawberry deluxe. So this is a strawberry chiffon cake layer filled with strawberry mousse and vanilla creme brulee. And it has like a piece of strawberry on top. Cheers.
I know it says creme brulee in there. I don't really taste the creme brulee.
Creme brulee gelatin type of... yeah. Creme brulee gelatin. So that's like the center of it. Okay. Yeah. It's like kind of different too, right? From what we're used to because of the creme brulee, I would say.
Yeah. I do have to say it is a little artificial. Like the strawberry aftertaste is super artificial.
And one more thing that I did notice with the sliced cake is they did not do a very good job cutting the end piece off because you can still see a little bit of like the burnt piece.
Oh, I did notice that.
Yeah. Would you rate this cake?
A 7. How about you?
I will give it a 7.5. I gave it the extra 0.5 just because it's like really unique compared to all the other cakes that we have. I actually don't mind the creme brulee in the middle. I think that actually adds a little bit of like a different texture and taste. Yeah, but 7 just because like the cake itself is a little bit artificial. Like it's that strawberry aftertaste.
Yeah, and you could smell the artificialness in the cake too. Like as soon as I opened the box, I was like, oh, this is artificial.
Last but not least, we have the deluxe chocolate mousse slice. So it's a chocolate chiffon cake layer with chocolate mousse and dusted with sweet snow sugar and cacao powder. And apparently it's also decorated with chocolate glaze, which I do not see.
I don't either, but maybe it's like the little dark spot on the cake that might be the glaze.
Yeah.
But anyways,
okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. I really like this one. The mousse texture is so good. I do like that it's cake and mousse, because sometimes a lot of bakeries, when they have like when they say that it's cake and mousse, the ratio of it is off, but this one's like pretty balanced in terms of like cake and mousse.
This one, it's not really my favorite personally. I think it's just too rich. Maybe it's just like too much chocolate overload for me.
I like it.
Yeah.
So I guess the takeaway is, if you like chocolate and you're a chocolate lover, then this cake is for you. Another big bite.
Did live up to its name for sure. Yeah, but the layer is perfectly, like, again, balanced. I think the thing with 85 Degrees Bakery, their cake, I feel like the cream to like cake ratio, they do a really good job with that. Because I think sometimes like other cake stores, it's just like either too much cream or too much, cake.
Yeah. So I guess for the rating out of 10, what would you give it? You could go first.
I'll probably give it a 6. It's just too much like chocolate richness, and it was like overload on my end.
I don't know what you're talking about. I will give it an 8.5 out of 10 because I really like it. I think it's the perfect balance, not too sweet whatsoever, but I mean, it will pair really perfectly if you have like a cup of coffee or even a tea at hand.
Yeah, I think this is the first cake rating that we're not in agreement with. I think all the other ones were pretty much aligned, but this one, yeah, it's not really my favorite.
More for me. That's all okay.
For sure.
And of course, we can't leave 85 Degree Bakery without buying any of their pastries. So we got their Hokkaido cream egg tart. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, you can already see it's like packed with cream.
I'm so excited. Cheers. I love the texture of this.
It's really good. The Hokkaido cream is giving me a little bit more of like cream cheese. I really like this.
That's really good.
Yeah. And it's super airy too on the inside. Oops. Still eating it. Oh.
Really good.
Yeah. It was like different from all the other egg tart that we had. Yeah, it's like a little bit sweet and then a hint of saltiness too.
Perfect balance.
Next up, we have the taro bun, and they put a lot of taro paste in this. But you can already see the outside. It's like pretty airy as well, and a little bit of marbling too.
Yeah, and this bread is heavy.
It's
so
dense.
heavy.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I'm a huge fan of taro, so I like this one. It is really dense though. I feel like if you eat a whole one by yourself, you're pretty much done for the whole like afternoon. That's like your lunch right there.
Yeah, and the paste is not like too sweet either, so it goes perfectly with the bread.
Yeah, and I think this we got this for $3.40. So it costs almost as much as the cake, the sliced cake, but I get it. I mean, it is like a huge bun, and they did pack the inside with like a bunch of taro paste. Because usually, like some bakeries,
they're pretty skimpy.
Yeah, skimpy with like the fillings, but here is like also a good bread to paste ratio.
Last but not least, we got their garlic cheese bread. This was $2.95.
25 cents. $2.25.
Oh, okay. Even more affordable. And it smells so good. In the store, I could smell it from the packaging, and I was like, okay, this is the one I have to try. Cheers. It smells better than it tastes.
I feel like it just tastes like a regular plain bread.
With like some seasoning like sprinkled on top, but I don't really taste the garlic.
It tastes like a hot dog bun. But yeah, I don't really. Yeah, it smells way better than it tastes. Like I don't get any like garlic taste.
No.
Yeah, maybe we can just kill the top.
Yeah, maybe I had too much bread.
Okay. I do taste like a hint of garlic, but I think it's only on the top, so you bite into the whole thing, like the bread, it just tastes like plain bread.
Yeah, it's pretty subtle.
Yeah. I don't know if I would pay $2.25 for this bread though.
Do you taste the cheese?
Cheese? There's supposed to be cheese on this too?
It's garlic cheese bread.
Oh no, I do not taste the cheese. Do you taste the cheese?
I don't taste the cheese, but you can see the cheese right here. But I don't really, yeah, it's really subtle. Maybe I'm just too used to like Italian garlic bread where you could like, the garlic is like just pungent and like just hits you, but this one is really
right?
subtle. Yeah. Here's our final verdict. Let's start off with the tiramisu. For me personally, I think 85 degree is my favorite. That was like my highest rating compared to all three of them. The price point was also the cheapest compared to Paris Baguette and Tous Les Jours.
All right, next up is the rating for
Strawberry
cream
cake.
Yeah, we tried to get things that are like pretty similar. So we got the strawberry cream from Paris Baguette, and then we got the sliced cloud from Tous Les Jours, and then finally we got the strawberry deluxe cake from 85 Degrees Bakery.
Yeah. For me personally, I really liked Tous Les Jours just because it was so airy and so jiggly.
I agree as well. I do like the cloud cake. To your point, yes, it was super airy, and the cake was really good as well. I also like the strawberry deluxe just because I thought that it was a little bit unique. But if I were to compare that against the Paris Baguette, I would probably still go for the Paris Baguette versus the strawberry deluxe, just because the strawberry deluxe tastes a little bit artificial at the end. But again, like the creme brulee was pretty unique.
Yeah, I think out of all the three, the Paris Baguette strawberry cream was the least artificial compared to Tous Les Jours and 85 Degree Bakery.
And I think it wasn't as sweet as the Tous Les Jours one as well.
Last but not least was something more in the chocolate realm. So Paris Baguette at the time, they didn't have a chocolate cake, so we got mocha cake instead. But for Tous Les Jours and for 85 Degree, we did get like a chocolate cake. So yeah, my favorite out of the three will have to be the deluxe mousse, as you guys probably seen in the video. I keep on going back and back for over and over again.
I think the three, I would say my favorite would probably be from Tous Les Jours, the chocolate cloud. Again, it was just like kind of airy. We said that the mocha cake was pretty good as well, but we don't think we can eat more than a few bites because it does get overly sweet.
Yeah. Overall, compared to three bakery, 85 Degree Bakery has the best price point, although their cake slices were a teeny bit smaller compared to the other two bakeries, but it was still a pretty good price point for me. And her birthday is coming up soon, so I guess the question for you is, out of all the cakes we tried and all the bakeries that we tried, if you had to choose one cake for me to get you, which one would it be?
I think since we try a lot of Paris Baguette, we would definitely go towards the 85 Degrees or Tous Les Jours realm. I would probably say Tous Les Jours. Like their cloud cake.
Not the strawberry?
Not the strawberry. Strawberry is just too artificial. That's the thing with the strawberry. It's not like across all bakeries, all the strawberries that we try, except for the strawberry cream from Paris Baguette, I think they just taste kind of like artificial.
There we have it.
Yeah, let us know what other cakes we should try next.
Yeah, if there's any other bakeries that you know, are in the Northeast area, like, you know, Jersey, Philadelphia, anything like that, let us know in the comments below what your favorite cake is and any bakeries that we should try next.
All right, well, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for staying and watching till the end. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.